Hi guys, just testing the mic. Let me know if you can hear okay. Let me know if you can hear. Should be sound coming through now. Just unmuted it. Let's obviously wait for a few people to get logged in. We said we'll start shortly after 3. Santa has his hat on. Just let me know if you can hear okay. Nice one. Okay guys, we'll get started shortly. See if you haven't already, to get logged in, www.kahoot.it. You can do that on your phone or another web page. And then the code is 177360. We'll get started in 5 minutes or so. Yeah, so we'll wait a couple more minutes. Just getting the names in. Nice to be joined by the Grinch. Putin, good to have you on board. Master Yoda. Master Yoda. The legend. Yeah. We'll get started in 3 minutes time. So you still got time to get logged in. Hello Dipu, hope all is well. Hi Simon. Hi Fat Fingered Gold. Yeah, gold. Bit of a fat finger earlier, dropped a fair whack, about $10. So just going through 3 o'clock here in London, so we'll wait a couple of moments. It's going to be 20 questions. You'll have enough time to answer. It'll be 60 seconds. Obviously there's going to be a slight delay from the actual time that I say the question to when you'll hear it, but you'll have, I'd say, 35 seconds or so at least to answer the question. The quicker you answer, the more points you get. And of course there's prizes for the winners. And those prizes are: first place, get a free month on our new online professional training program, where you'll be able to give you a login for that, and you'll be able to go through all our new lectures that Piers and Will have done, which is fantastic, really good. I've actually been going over those myself, so you'll be able to do that. If it's someone that's already on the course, obviously you can have an extra free month, or if you're doing it in-house, I think we'll have to make it maybe more of a Christmas related prize, whether a bottle of fizz or some sort of chocolates. Second place on our trading chat room, trading live, you'll be able to get a free month membership on that. And then if you come 3rd, 4th or 5th, you get an Amplify t-shirt, which we will send wherever you are in the world. It says you're in. Yeah, Kenneth, I think all good. Can't set Mohammed, if you can't access Kahoot for some reason, let me type in the website, see if you can then click on that. Yeah, make sure it's .it, www.kahoot.it. Hello Anne, hope you're doing well. So yeah, just for any people that are just getting in now, if you on another browser or on your phone, to join, you just have to go to that website kahoot.it, and then you'll be able to put in the code 177360. Six times. We've got a Scouser in the building. Okay, 1 minute. Zoe getting in last minute there. Good stuff. All right, that is time. Obviously, if anyone, you can still join in a moment, but we'll just have a quick run through of the rules and how to play. So you're already logged in. You can see your usernames in and about there. Obviously, great to be joined by the POTUS on what could be, or is the day he's going to be impeached. Putin alongside him and getting in. So there'll be 20 questions, each will be a minute long. However, by the time you see the question, it'll probably be more like 40 seconds. The quicker you answer, the more points you get. The winner is the person with the most points, not the one who answers the most. So the quicker you do it, the better. Of course, still take your time. You'll have there will be 3 or 4 options to choose from that will be, coloured. I'll read the question out. You'll see on my screen the answers. I'll read them as well, and then you just, on your device, whatever you're playing on, you'll be able to click it, the answer that you think is the right one, and then we'll go through all of those as well. Arnold, hope you're doing well. I've seen you logging in from sunny Marbella. Okay, well, we're about to start. Hold on to your horses. I hope you've all done your revision of 2019. The last year of the decade here. Oh, AJ, look at that, live and direct coming in. Couple of latecomers there. I'm pressing start in 3, 2, 1. Okay. First question, number 1. Which of the following has had the best relative performance year to date? Crude oil is red, S&P 500 blue, palladium yellow, soybeans green. Which of the following has had the best relative performance year to date? Is it crude oil? Is it S&P 500? Is it palladium? Is it soybeans? Which one? Last 10 seconds coming through. Which of the following has had the best relative performance year to date? Crude oil, couple of you go, well, 3 of you going for that S&P 500, the market that never goes down, it seems. And yeah, congratulations to the 24 that got that right. Palladium, really since, well, quarter 2 has just been flying and flying and flying. Soybeans, I can understand that's actually also done pretty well, but Palladium up there as the sort of the top year-to-date performing. Guessed right. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Does it mean anything now? Of course it does. John 978, Jack 974, and Eddie, Amplify's very own, on 933. Putin and Ralph making up the top 5. Next question. Which of these markets did not make a multi-year high in 2019? Which of these markets did not make a multi-year high in 2019? Gold, crude oil, T-notes, or Euro stocks? Which of these markets did not make a multi-year high in 2019? Gold, crude oil, T-notes, or Euro stocks? The answers are in. I mean, that's pretty bang on as being as even as it can be. Gold, of course, early in the year making, and let's just get the charts up just to confirm any doubters. You can see making a, well, let's have a look, a 5-year high for gold. Crude oil, I mean, the high of the year wasn't even higher than last year. T-notes, of course, making a high since 2016, and Euro stocks, the highest it has been. Okay, that was your double top, 2015. So a few of you getting that right. Crude oil, the only one not to make a multi-year high. Jeremy Corbyn is in the lead, looking for another job here. Well, winning something for once. Congratulations so far, Jezza. Question number 3. What did not happen in quarter 1 this year? The US charged Huawei with fraud. Qatar confirmed their removal from OPEC. The longest US government shutdown in history began. The EU granted the UK their first Brexit extension. Which of these did not happen in the first 3 months of this year? The US charged Huawei with fraud. Qatar confirmed their removal from OPEC. The longest US government shutdown in history began. Or did the EU grant the UK their first Brexit extension?
It was in March, so that would be first quarter.
So which of these did not happen?
I've gone with blue.
The longest US government shutdown in history started in the back end of 2018, obviously running through quarter 1, but began almost this sort of time last year. So yellow is the answer. US back in January of this year charging Huawei. Qatar left in January of this year, and in March the EU granted their first UK Brexit extension. Is Jezza still in the lead? He's into second place. Josh up to first. Player 42 in third place. Antonio 4th, and Fez, good to see you up there in 5th place. Number 4 of 20. Which statement from the below is not true for 2019? Theresa May announced her resignation in May. Mario Draghi's last day in office was October the 31st. The curve between the 2 and 10-year notes inverted for the first time since 2007. Or the S&P 500 did not close below its 200 daily moving average. Which statement from the below is not true for 2019? Theresa May announced her resignation in May. Mario Draghi's last day in office was October the 31st. The curve between the 2 and 10-year notes inverted for the first time since 2007. The S&P 500 did not close below its 200 daily moving average. Yeah, most of you getting that right, and just confirming that here, you can see a few times this year we did close below that 200-day moving average. And of course, if you remember this sort of time last year when markets were crashing, it wasn't actually until February we closed above it. So yeah, just remembering that first part of the year. Most of you getting that right. Antonio into the lead. Usual face is up in that top 5 at the moment. Putting us on to question 5 of 20. Which of the following months did the Federal Reserve not cut interest rates this year? October, September, July or August? Which of the following months did the Federal Reserve not cut interest rates? Was it October, September, July or August? Five seconds to go.
Somebody's Googling it.
Somebody's Googling it, I'm hearing from the office. August was not. So September, October, 2 months in a row, and the first one of the year in July. August, no federal rate cut. Antonio with an answer streak of 5. Jezza back into second place. Number 6, the first meaningful vote took place in January. Theresa May lost by a majority of, is it red, which is 30, blue, 130, yellow is 230, green, 330. The first meaningful vote took place in January the 15th, also Will DeLucy's birthday. Theresa May lost by a majority of what though? Is it 30, 130, 230 or 330? What difference a year makes. Ten seconds to get those answers in. 230. She wishes it was only 30. Of course, it did get better as we went through the next meaningful votes. But yeah, down to the yellow answer there. 230 was the difference. The loss, the majority, I should say. Antonio, unfortunately, not getting that right, but still remaining up at the top and actually with a decent lead there. Question number 7: true or false? The RBA and the RBNZ both cut rates 3 times this year. Is that false, red, or is it blue, true? The RBA and the RBNZ have both cut rates 3 times this year. Is that false or is that true? Last couple answers coming in. 10 seconds to go. Might as well just go for a little guess here. 50-50 chance. How many times did they both cut rates? The same number as the Fed. True, 3 times they both cut. And it couldn't have got more 50-50 if we tried there. 40 getting wrong, 38 getting that right. No change at the top, but it's getting a lot closer. Let's move on to number 8. The European elections took place in what month this year? April, May, March or June? The European elections took place in what month? April, May, March or June? Red is April, blue is May, yellow is March, green is June. What month this year did the European elections take place? Yeah. Red April, blue May, yellow March, green June. Last 10 seconds, last couple answers coming through. To be fair, of the, I think the 81 that started, only a few have given up after not starting too well. But yeah, May, blue, the answer. 38 of you getting that right, most common answer. Of course, decent win for the Brexit Party, in the UK anyway. Combo breaker. 3 players just dropped their answer streak of 4. Close at the top between Antonio and Master Yoda. With Christine Lagarde moving to head of the ECB, who replaced her as chief of the IMF? Now forgive me here for my pronunciation, it's not going to be great. Is red Dominique Strauss-Kahn, the easiest one for me to say. Blue, Kristalina Georgieva. Or yellow, Margaret Vestager. Red is Dominique Strauss-Kahn, blue is Kristalina, yellow is Marguerite. Who replaced Christine Lagarde? There we go, get those answers in. Interesting to see what you guys gone for here. Most of you getting that right. I sense that was a calculated guess from most of you, but congratulations for getting that right. Kristalina replacing the outgoing Christine Lagarde, who has gone on to take over from Mario Draghi. Yoda into the lead. Antonio, what's happened? You bottled it. Still time for you to come back. Socrates, obviously a wealth of knowledge. Up into third place. They're down 30,000, only a matter of time before that happens. Number 10, we're almost halfway there. Which of these months did not have an all-time high in the S&P 500? Red is April, blue is July, yellow September, green is November. Which of these months did not have an all-time high? So here you want to be thinking about reactions to some bad news that's happened this year is your clue. Which of these months did not have an all-time high? There wasn't many. And I don't know if anyone saw Trump's tweet yesterday. In the 3 years, he is, well, in the last 3 years, the stock market has made 133 record highs, which is possibly fake news. I don't think anyone has called him up on it, but yeah, it's a lot. Last few seconds here. Get those guesses in. September, April, and July, and November all had all-time highs. September did not. It is a tricky one, absolutely. But listen, 2019 quiz, it's not for the faint-hearted. Master Yoda will tell you that he's in first place. Socrates in second. Let's go on to number 11. Quarter 3 began with a Category 5 hurricane. But what was it called? Red is Michael, blue is Irma, yellow is Katrina, and green is Dorian. Quarter 3 began with a Category 5 hurricane. What was it called? Michael is red, blue Irma, yellow Katrina, green Dorian. Remember, this was obviously a pretty wild one starting in Barbados, beginning of September. Yeah, guys, sorry if there is a bit of a delay. That's life, as Anthony's just told me. Dorian, of course. Category 5 hurricane. I was flirting with being a Category 6 actually when I was doing my research. But yeah, Dorian, one of the worst ones. Let's move on to number 12. In September, following the drone attack in Saudi Arabia, oil prices finished the day up what percent? Was it 5 for red? Was it blue 10%? Yellow is 15% and green is 20%. What did oil finish up the day of the drone attacks in Saudi Arabia? Yeah, Andy. School and exams, not for me either. Is there an Amplify wooden spoon? Absolutely. If someone answers all the questions and comes last, they definitely get in a booby prize.
Yeah.
15% was the answer. Gapped as high as 20. Well, went up as high as 20% before finishing the day around 15% for both Brent and WTI. And of course, we came all the way back down, closed the gap, as markets often do. Socrates in first place, 13 of 20. Which of these has not been a Brexit deadline? 31st of March, 31st of October, 22nd of May, or the 1st of June? Which of the following has not been a Brexit deadline? 31st of March, 31st of October, 22nd of May, or the 1st of June?
Surely.
Wow. Killer.
Surely 22nd. It was always the 31st. Yeah. Well, I clicked it now. I just want you to feel better.
Kenneth giving the answer away in the chat. You've only got 5 seconds to take that. So the answer, which most of you got right, 1st of June. 31st of March, of course, was the original. That then got delayed to the 22nd of May. They just had to let them know by the 12th of April whether that was going to be the case or not. And then again delayed to the 31st of October. 1st of June is nothing to do with a Brexit deadline whatsoever. Master Yoda taking control here with the force. What was the reason for US equities' worst day in 2019? China announced a decrease in holdings of US treasuries. China says they will raise tariffs of $60 billion worth of US goods. China allowed its currency to weaken below the 7 to the dollar. Or Trump says he will raise tariffs from 10% to 25%. What was the reason for the worst day in 2019 for US equities? Was it because China announced a decrease in holdings of US treasuries? China says they will raise tariffs on 60 billion. China allowed its currency to weaken below that magic number 7. Or did Trump say he will raise tariffs from 10 to 25%? All of these things happened. But which was the reason in August for the worst day of the year? And of course, as you know, what goes down in US stock markets goes up.
Oh, yes. Calling it that.
Yeah. This was what Trump had tweeted on the Sunday, calling them a currency manipulator, as they allowed their currency to weaken, obviously above or below 7, depending which way you look. And then big move in stocks. Big move. Master Yoda, 3 in a row. Love that. Quiz number 15. In November, Bank of England kept rates on hold, but what was the vote of the MPC? 9-0, 8-1, 7-2, or 6-3? In November, the Bank of England kept rates on hold, but what was the vote of the MPC? Is it 9-0, 8-1, 7-2, or 6-3?
Come on, guys. You should all get it.
Bonus points for dissenters.
Last couple seconds. It, of course, was what most of you thought, 7-2. Couple of dissenters there wanting a rate cut. Can you believe that with Brexit going on? Why would you even say that? But anyway, we move. 7-2 was the answer. A few of you going 9-0, 8-1, 6-3. 7-2. And obviously we had a dovish reaction there. The pound weakened for a couple of days before, of course, reversing for that. As Anthony said in the chat, very rare for the split to be singular. Dissenters nearly always move in pairs. And of course, therefore, there could only be one answer there. Master Yoda and Socrates up top. Jezza's coming back though, nice to have you back. Number 16, what was the percentage size of the spike in the US repo market in September? 4.8%, 7.2, 9.5, or 16.6? What was the percentage size of the spike in the US repo market in September? Was it 4.8, 7.2, 9.5, or 16.6? So remember this, beginning of quarter 3, when everyone got scared of the repo market. What was the spike that we saw? Mohammed saying that this is rigged. I actually haven't taken any bribes, unfortunately, yet. Repo rates have since stabilised. The answer, so it was almost 10%, 9.5% the answer there. Most of you actually saying that, or the most common answer I should say, so well done. It's a hard question, would I have known that? No, I don't know, but well done if you did get that right. What was Anthony reacting to here? Let me get that video up. You've all seen it, of course, this reaction, but what was Anthony reacting to here? Red, non-farm payrolls beating expectations. Blue, Theresa May's resignation. Yellow is the Saudi drone attacks in September. Green is the general election exit poll. What was Anthony reacting to here? Yellow, non-farms. Blue, Theresa May. Yellow, Saudi. Green, exit poll.
Northie when any rules into the room.
Greg's new menu.
Yeah.
Yeah. UK general election exit poll. And actually, I heard someone say he's not wearing his blue. Anthony came in that day wearing a Conservative blue jumper, which he got stick for, so then he took it off, hence why he's not wearing that. But let's have a look at that reaction just one more time. Yes. 42 of you getting that right. Yoda, well, it's tight up there between Jezza. He'll remember that exit poll very, very well. 18, free to go. How many tweets has President Trump done this month alone? 59, 297, 832 or 1284? This is as of yesterday. How many tweets has US President Trump done this month alone? 59, 297, 832 or 1284? November was the top month he has ever done tweet-wise, and he is already way on course to absolutely smash that out the park. So we're 30 days a month. I'd be very surprised if anyone went red. He's well on course to beat the record in November, which was 1,000. And yeah, a couple of groans there. People must have gone green.
Oh, stop it, first place.
Yeah, or not, but 832 as of yesterday. I mean, the amount he's retweeted and tweeted today on the impeachment probably has put it close to 1,000. So unlucky if you were the only person who went green. But yellow, 832 tweets he's done, non-stop tweeter. Donald Trump. Jezza has overtaken Yoda. 2 questions to go. It's make or break time. What is the Q4 2019 earnings decline for the S&P 500? Is it minus 0.5%, minus 1.3%, minus 0.8%, or minus 1.5%? What is the Q4 2019 estimated earnings decline for the S&P 500? Is it minus 0.5%, 1.3%, minus 0.8%, or minus 1.5%? 10 seconds. So the answer coming in as minus 1.3, and if this is the actual decline for the quarter, it would be the first time the index has reported 4 straight quarters of year-over-year earnings declines since 2015 quarter 3 to quarter 2 2016. So this would all but confirm. I mean, listen, that's going to be a guess. See if it's changed the top. It hasn't. Last question. Who did not finish their role this year? John Bercow, Donald Tusk, John Bolton, or Rex Tillerson? For whatever reason, whether it was end of term or they got the sack, who did not finish their role this year? Bercow, order. Tusk, Bolton, or Tillerson?
I thought Brexit finished last year.
Tillerson was 2 years ago, last year.
Oh, that's right. Oh, especially if this yoga person's kids. Oh!
Rex Tillerson went in 2018. Bolton not long ago. Tusk, of course, stepped down this year. Burko went as well. So Tillerson the year before. Yeah, Mojo was gone last year. Let's have a look at the podium. Number 1, or number 3, Master Yoda. Number 2, Milano. Number 1. Here we go. Jezza. Which, of course, is Charlie. So, yes. Congratulations to the winner. Milano and Master Yoda. Email me who you really are with a screenshot so I can get your prizes sent out. Info, actually no, to my email I'll put in the chat now, s.nor@amplifytrading.com. Let me know who you are. Get those prizes sorted out, and then I'll have a look to see who came 3rd, 4th and 5th, or 4th, 5th and 6th, considering Charlie was number 1. And we'll get those t-shirts sent out to you guys as well. But I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you for tuning in, not just for this but for the whole year as well. It's been a good one. Long may it continue. I hope you all have a great Christmas if I don't speak to you before then. Even better New Year. We'll be doing our last day here in the office on the 20th, so this Friday before coming back on the 6th. We'll still be on Twitter and whatnot as well. Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure this year, guys. So I hope you all have a great. Yeah, I'm sorry about the 30-second delay. Milan, lovely. Got you there, and Antonio coming number 4. So sorry for the 30-second delay. I can't do much about that, I'm afraid. Or maybe I can, but I'm not quite an IT genius just yet. But I hope you all have a great holiday. I hope you enjoyed the quiz, and I'll catch you all very, very shortly. Happy holidays.